The Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, started issuing the annual winter fuel payment to around 11.5 million people over state pension age on November 25, with the vast majority due to arrive automatically before January 26, 2024. However, it's important that people look out for the letter from the DWP confirming the amount they will receive and the payment landing in their bank account, as a new report indicates that a small number of pensioners were underpaid £29 million last winter. As part of the annual audit of the Social Fund White Paper account, testing of winter fuel payments was carried out to check for compliance. This then provides an estimate of the level of errors. The analysis found that an estimated £19 million of overpayments were made during last winter, mainly due to the DWP paying some eligible pensioners more than they were entitled, as it did not take account of other eligible pensioners living with them. Author of the report, Permanent Secretary at the DWP, Peter Schofield, wrote, "We, DWP, also estimate we have underpaid £29 million where we found a small number of pensioners who had received less than the amount they were eligible for, as we incorrectly classified them as living with other eligible pensioners. Some of the over- and underpayment errors were caused by customers failing to notify us, DWP, that they had changed address." The analysis of winter fuel payments over 2022-23 represents a significant reduction in errors from 2021-22. However, the report states there is only a small movement in the financial value of the estimate due to the 131% overall increase in winter fuel payment expenditure due to the temporary increase in payment rates to assist with the current cost of living pressures. This year's winter fuel payments have been boosted again by an additional £300 pensioner cost of living payment, paid per eligible household. They will appear in bank statements with the payment reference starting with the customer's national insurance number followed by DWP-WFP for people in Great Britain, or DFC-WFP for people in Northern Ireland. Winter fuel payments in a nutshell: it's important to note, to be eligible for the winter fuel payment, you must have been born before September 25, 1957 and lived in the UK for at least one day during the qualifying week of 18 to September 24, 2023. If you did not meet either of these qualifying criteria, or if you live abroad, you may need to make a claim. If you've had a winter fuel payment before, you do not need to claim again unless you've deferred your state pension or moved abroad. Find out more here. Below is an overview of key things you need to know about the winter fuel payment, including who needs to claim, who might not qualify and how much to expect. Full details can be found on Gov. UK here. Who does not need to make a claim? You do not need to claim if you get any of the following: state pension, pension credit, attendance allowance, personal independence payment, PIP, carer's allowance, disability living allowance, DLA, income support, income-related employment and support allowance, ESA, income-based job seekers allowance, JSA, awards from the War Pension Scheme, industrial injuries disablement benefit, incapacity benefit, industrial death benefit. How to make a claim: you can claim winter fuel payment by post or over the phone. Claim by post: fill in a winter fuel payment claim form for UK residents and send it to the Winter Fuel Payment Centre. The form and address details are on Gov. UK here. Claim over the phone: contact the Winter Fuel Payment Centre on 0800 731 0160. Lines are open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Before making the call, have your national insurance number, bank or building society details and the date you were married or entered into a civil partnership, if appropriate, to hand. How much you will be paid. Any money you get is tax-free and will not affect your other benefits. If you live alone or no one you live with is eligible for the winter fuel payment, you will get either £500 if you were born between September 25, 1943 and September 24, 1957, aged between 66 and 79, £600 if you were born before September 25, 1943, aged 80 and over. If you live with someone else who's eligible for the winter fuel payment, your payment may be different if you get one of the following benefits: pension credit, income-based job seekers allowance, JSA, income-related employment and support allowance, ESA, income support. If you do not get any of the benefits listed above, you will get a payment of either £250 if you and the person you live with were both born between September 25, 1943 and September 24, 1957, £250 if you were born between September 25, 1943 and September 24, 1957 but the person you live with was born before September 25, 1943, £350 if you were born before September 25, 1943 but the person you live with was born between September 25, 1943 and September 24, 1957, £300 if you and the person you live with were both born before September 25, 1943. If you and your partner jointly claim any of the benefits listed above, one of you will get a payment of either £500 if both of you were born between September 25, 1943 and September 24, 1957, aged between 66 and 79, £600 if one or both of you were born before September 25, 1943, aged 80 and over. If you get any of the benefits listed above, not as part of a joint claim, you will get a payment of either £500 if you were born between September 25, 1943 and September 24, 1957, aged between 66 and 79, £600 if you were born before September 25, 1943, aged 80 and over. If you live in a care home, if you are eligible, you will get either £250 if you were born between September 25, 1943 and September 24, 1957, £300 if you were born before September 25, 1943. Eligibility: if you live in a care home you can get winter fuel payment. If you live in a care home, you will not be eligible if both of the following apply. You get pension credit, income support, income-based job seekers allowance, JSA, or income-related employment and support allowance, ESA. You lived in a care home for the whole time from 26 June to September 24, 2023. Get the latest record money news. Join the conversation on our Money Saving Scotland Facebook group for energy and money saving tips, the latest benefits news, consumer help and advice on coping with the cost of living crisis. Sign up to our Record Money newsletter and get the top stories sent to your inbox daily from Monday to Friday, including a special cost of living edition on a Thursday. Sign up here. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at @recordmoney_ for regular updates throughout the day. Who is not eligible for winter fuel payments 2023-24? You will not be eligible if you have been in hospital getting free treatment for more than a year, need permission to enter the UK, and your granted leave says you cannot claim public funds, were in prison for the whole of the week of 18 to September 24, 2023. You can read the full guide to this year's winter fuel payment on gov.uk here. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.